Hello, everybody, and welcome back to semi-final coverage of the College Golf Series here on Ultimate Golf. I'm Duff, joined by my co-host Andrew, and we just finished an entire day of Latrobe Battle. Of course, one of our Arnold Palmer design courses here on Ultimate Golf. Got some short holes, got some long par fives, a fantastic test of skill. Andrew, did you have a chance to play it? How did you do?
Absolutely. In fact, I actually had to run it back 3 or 4 times. It was a great round. There's some tricky holes on there, some deceptively tricky holes for the length. You got a lot of wide rough in the middle of some of those fairways. You got a lot of rolling hills, so you never quite know what bounce you're going to get. So there were definitely some replay use, a lot of pin use. It was really frustrating on one of the later holes on my last run through. I actually got 1.54 yards away from an albatross, but it didn't quite land. So I had to settle for that eagle there. But I was happy with my score. I think I came in 19th for my team. So it wasn't quite a score, but definitely one of my personal better rounds that I was pretty proud of. But it was really the real story is these two matchups we had between these two teams. So without further ado, let's take it away with the scores.
Absolutely. We had one real close race, one not so close. Let's start with the OSU Texas semifinal. We'll just get right to the tally here, folks. Texas is going on. They had a minus 1,076. OSU with a minus 1,018. So Texas is advancing to the final. Let's go over some of the top scoring players from the Texas squad. They were really strong at the Tour Pro division. A minus 367. I believe that was first place out of all 4 semifinalists. Shout out to Swamp Fox and Mitch Connor. Both shot minus 38s at Latrobe. Very strong scores. And then they had 4 players at minus 37. BF Hammer, AK Carroll, Swamp Donkey, and Michael all putting up 37s. Fantastic job, gentlemen. For the Pro Division, we had a minus 27 leading the way with a name that maybe we probably shouldn't read out loud due to corporate sponsorships and deals and everything. So shout out to, let's go LS initials on a minus 27 for Team Texas and Pro. Veteran had a couple of minus 26, Rush and Jinzo. Congratulations, guys. And then Rookie, which made a huge difference here in these matchups. We had a minus 26 at Rookie for over 9,000 F2P. Well done, my friend. And then we go over to OSU. Of course, Jeannie Carroll leading the way as the team captain for them. Tour Pro, minus 37 for JRT 33. Sean H with a 36. Are you kidding me, with a 35? And then they had a whole pile at 34. Again, we had OTNCO leading the way for Ohio and Pro with a minus 31. That's a very solid score in the Pro Division. Troutman SHU with a couple of minus 28s. Doyle Hargraves once again leading the way for Veteran, minus 27. Respectable score in Veteran. FDT with a minus 25. They had a couple of minus 24. And then in the Rookie Division, this is where I think a lot of the movement happened in all the matches we've had so far, actually, is with the Veteran and Rookies. Rookie, we had a too lazy to put their name in with a minus 23 and a couple at minus 21. Coopstain and Crafty. So again, we have Texas advancing over OSU. 1076 for Texas, 1018 for OSU, and congratulations go to my buddy from down the road here, Big Easy, leading the way for Texas. Now, Andrew, from what I understand, this Florida-Bama matchup was quite exciting. Fill the people in.
Yeah, we said yesterday we thought this was going to be the match of the tournament, and honestly, if the finals are more exciting than this, then we're all just incredibly lucky. I'm going to go over the scores of this one a little differently, because you got to see the whole story side by side to really know what's going on here in this tournament. and then we'll see by the end of rookie who won, and it does come down to the end of rookie to see who wins this one. So starting off in the Tour Pro division for Alabama, Villager led the way with a -39, W Ranch also -39, Lima with a -38, while Snipey McSnipe and Miyagi were at -37. You go down the list, I see Duff's name on here with a -35, so you snuck into the scoring zone as well. In total, the Alabama Tour Pros put up -366. That's Tour Pro alone. Go on over to the Florida side, we have the best score we have seen yet this entire tournament. Incognito for Florida gets 40 strokes under par, followed up by Spectre, Team Captain Gator Nation, and Rogo at -37. You go down the list, you get a big group of 36, big group of 35. In total, the Florida Tour Pros shot 364. 2-stroke difference there on the Tour Pro division. Going on down to Pro, sticking with Florida, Shock and Awe led the way with -36. They were 5 whole strokes ahead of the next player in Pro for Florida, which was a -31. That person also didn't have a name. You go down the list of Florida's Pro, and that cohort shot -275. Now you go back over to Alabama. Garth leads the way with -32. Garth also has a 5-stroke lead over the next Alabama scorer, Scooby-Doo, at -27. In total, the Alabama cohort -254. So Florida's got a bit of a lead here as we turn towards the veteran division. Biggs led the way for Alabama with -31, Golden Bear -27, UG Jesus and Paper Wings for -27 for a total of -255 for that Alabama group. On the other side in Florida in the veteran, we had Annan at -28, Papa 916715 at -27, and a whole other group for a total of -239. So Alabama wins the veteran division by 16 strokes, but Florida going into this had a 19-stroke advantage, so Florida going into the rookie is up 3. We're looking at the rookies now. On the Florida side, You Sure About That and Tezzy BK both shoot 23 under par. 2 unnamed guys shoot -22, so does Timo for keeps. Florida's rookies in total -216. Alabama's rookies, you got Flower Power leading off strong with a -24. Another unnamed user, Walter White, Maverick, and another unnamed user, all shooting 23 under. The Alabama rookies are 224 under par. Alabama wins the rookie division by 8 points, and the final score of that matchup, Alabama 1099, Florida 1094. Alabama is rolling on into the finals. They've got a date with destiny, or more like a date with Texas, putting up by far not by far, but putting up definitely the strongest score in the semifinal round for any of the 4 teams. Florida closely behind. Florida and Alabama both outscored Texas and Ohio State by pretty wide margins. Just an incredible matchup by these 2 teams.
Absolutely, and what fun it was. It is super fun playing with, because we've all got our country clubs. Reminder, this weekend, Ultimate Golf Country Club Championship Tournament Season 21 kicks off. But aside from that, I know we all kind of split up. Me and a couple other whiskey business guys joined Alabama. A bunch of other guys are in Texas, some Ohio, all over the place. A chance to play with players that you normally compete against. You're playing with each other. Super fun format. I've had so much fun. But now it all comes down to the final. Texas versus Alabama. Gonna happen in the next 24 hours. We will be back tomorrow with the announcement of the winner. I'm gonna set aside a couple hours today, I think. Get a round in, maybe even a couple of replays. Try and help my team out best I can. Unfortunately, Andrew, you might have to watch from the sidelines.
I will, and you know, we talked about going into this round how depth really was the thing. Depth was going to be what won it for any team that goes the distance in this tournament. And yesterday I predicted that it might be Texas who actually has the gas to go all the way, but that Alabama would have that chip on their shoulder going into this round, and that turned out to be what happened. Both semifinal rounds, it was the rookies that either, you know, in Alabama's case led the comeback, and in Texas's case really sealed the deal. I think rookie was the division where Texas had its widest margin over Ohio State. So we knew the whole time, you know, your tour pros are always going to be your best players on your team. If you're making it this far, you know you got a good tour pro cohort. What's really going to win this thing, I think, is going to be those veterans and those rookies. And, we really saw that on full display in the semifinal round.
Absolutely. And the fun part is you don't know often how they shot. Like, we saw a whole bunch of unnamed players, so they're out there just grinding away. They picked a team, and they're actually making a difference in this competition. So good luck goes to Texas, Alabama, my fellow players. Let's do this, boys and girls, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final recap and championship reveal. All right, guys, I'm Duff. This is Andrew, and this has been another College Golf Series on Ultimate Golf Recap.